Sport that originated in our state, now taking America by storm, becoming the fastest growing sport in the country.
Yeah, we're talking about pickleball, and you've probably heard of it by now. Maybe you've even played it.
So people are having so much fun in this game that they're actually including it in their most important life-changing events like weddings. Joining us this morning to talk more about this is writer and author Rachel Simon. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So this is happening. You mentioned it in your New York Times piece. One couple even had some pickleball-shaped sugar cookies at the wedding. So this is just a vibe now.
It really is, as pickleball is growing bigger and bigger with almost 5 million players just in the US alone. More and more couples who love to play are deciding to incorporate it into their weddings.
That's wild. We're seeing some pictures here. Why do you think couples are drawn to the pickleball court for their special day?
I think, of course, not every player is doing this and not every couple getting married wants to do this. But for those for whom pickleball is a huge part of their lives, which are many players, people who play pickleball are very, very passionate about the sport and consider it a major part of their lives. They kind of figure, why wouldn't we want to incorporate it into something as special as their wedding? So they're finding just different ways, whether it's actually playing games with their guests on, after the ceremony, or as you said, giving out pickleball-shaped treats and favors, things like that, just finding different ways to incorporate pickleball into their moment that means so much to them.
So it doesn't have to be an all or nothing situation here. And it's one thing to see it, but have you been to a pickleball wedding or party?
I have not, unfortunately, but hopefully at some point in my life I'll get invited to one.
Have you played pickleball?
Yes, I've played pickleball many times, and I can attest to how fun it is and just how big a part of your life it can become.
It is a hoot. It is now Washington State's official state sport. And in case viewers need a lesson in pickleball, they can pick up your book tomorrow. Tell us about this.
Yes, my book is called Pickleball for All, Everything But the Kitchen Sink, which for anyone who's not familiar with pickleball is a little bit of a play on words because the kitchen is an area on the pickleball courts. And it comes out tomorrow, August 30th, and it's really a rundown of everything you need to know about the sport, including where it came from, how it got its name, how it's just grown over the years and gotten massive, where there's tournaments and huge prize money for players and all these major pro athletes joining pickleball, and kind of looking at where it's going in the future, possibly even to the Olympics.
And Rachel, I've seen pickleball played, never played it myself, but it looks like it can get pretty intense. So why is it that you think that this is a sport for everybody?
As you said, it can get a little intense, but that's only if you're really, playing competitively and getting really, really into it. For anyone who is just curious about pickleball, it's really easy to just kind of learn the basics and start playing. One of the things that I say a lot in the book is that pickleball has really low barriers of entry, meaning that you really just don't need much to get good at it. Getting great is another story, but just to get good at it, you just need to get some equipment, watch some tutorials, just have fun trying it out. And really, you don't need to have an athletic background. You could be of all ages, genders, anything, anyone can play it.
And what I've noticed here locally is that the pickleball community is very welcoming to new players. They want to show you how to play the game, and it's a heck of a lot of fun. Rachel Simon, thank you so much. Pickleball for All is the name of the book. We appreciate it.
Thanks so much for having me here.